Welcome inside Dakota High School, home of the Dakota Cougars for this MAC Red girls varsity volleyball match between the Marysville Vikings and our Dakota Cougars. Marysville comes in with a 6-1 record in MAC Red play, 13-5 overall. Dakota, on the other hand, 7-6 overall, 4-3 in the MAC Red, currently in third place, 2 games back of this Marysville Vikings squad. Marysville clad in their road blue jerseys. Their libero tonight, Callista Nagin, will wear a pink jersey. Dakota in their home green and blues. Their libero, Nina Waika, will wear a pink number 13 jersey. Nearly set to go. This one should be a good one. The very first matchup between these two schools went the way of Marysville back on September 13th. It was a 25-17, 25-15, 20-25, 25-20 victory for Marysville on that night. Two teams have hit the floor. They will sub in their liberos, and we should be good to go. Traditional front line for Dakota. Payne, Stout, and Pretzer. Strajecki, Goodwin, and the libero, Waika, along the back row for Dakota. We are underway. First serve of the game received by Pretzer. Sends it over, free ball here for Marysville. They can't take advantage of it. A spinning kill shot by Raina Powers, one of the tri-captains for head coach Kelly Krasinski. Raina Powers, Janae Hudson, and Avery Wolters, the 3 tie-captains for Marysville. Avery Woodard, the setter, sends it on its way. Early 1-0 lead for Marysville. Another free ball for the Vikings. The set, the attack, the kill. Whoa, boy. Janae Hudson, the 6-foot senior. Some power to her game, and it's an early 2-0 Viking lead. The lefty Woodard sends it on its way. Ace for Woodard. 24th ace of the season for Avery Woodard. And it's a quick 3-0 lead for Marysville. Deep serve. Sent to the front line. Pretzer dug up along the back wall. Oh boy, too much right now. Hudson. That ball was teed up perfectly for her, and she absolutely destroyed it. Dig by Wolters, kill by Hudson. Hudson came into play tonight with 149 kills. Give her 2 more. She leads the Viking squad with 151 now on the season. Pretzer blocked up front. What a start for Marysville as Thomas and Hudson combined for that block. Wow. Woodard with the jump serve. Received by Goodwin. Pretzer on the outside. Dug up and controlled by Nagin. Little touch shot. Sent across. Controlled now by Dakota. Blocked. Kept alive. Playable here for the Vikings. And they will take advantage. A quick half dozen. This Marysville squad really impressive through the early parts of this match. Wow. Timeout call by Melissa Kreitzer, the head coach of Dakota. We're gonna want to talk things over. Try to squash this momentum that Marysville has gained right from the jump. Mentioned Marysville 6-1 in MAC Red. Their lone MAC Red loss was to L'Anse Creuse North at home. The rematch of that contest will take place on October 19th as Marysville will look for a little bit of revenge on LCN's home floor. Marysville lost that one 23-25, 25-15, 22-25, 23-25. Pretzer with the big blast, sent up high into the rafters. First point for Dakota belongs to Carly Pretzer, the outside senior hitter. Going to be taking her talents to Davenport and Grand Rapids next season. Sophia Payne, the senior setter, to send it on its way. Payne, 31 aces on the season. Low line driving serve. Passed over, blocked momentarily. Controlled by Marysville. Passed over to the outside. Line violation by Dakota. Point to the Vikings. First substitution of the game belongs to Marysville. Jade Schiller into the game, replaces Raina Powers. Schiller, the 5'4" senior, received by Wyka. Sent up in the air, Pretzer, big attack, saved by Marysville. Mid-attack line, kill, and point to Marysville. Vikings have outscored the Cougars 2-1 since the timeout. Lead this first set 8-1. Schiller, service error into the net. Point over to the Cougars. So it'll be Kylie Pretzer now to serve. Her team trailing by 6, 8-2, early parts of this first set. And we got a net violation. Pretzer really has that odd angle serve. Kind of comes straight down at the receiver. Kind of handcuffs the receiver, so to speak. And that's why Pretzer comes in leading the team with 43 aces on the season. Gave the point over to the Vikings, 8-4. And there's an ace for Janae Hudson. It's 10-4, 10-4. Back-to-back points for Marysville. Pretzer on the receiving end of that serve. Backline attack by Pretzer's good, right down the line. Nagin checks back in. She replaces Hudson on the floor for Marysville. It's a back row of Wolters, Nagin, and Schiller. And tipped along the front line. And a violation called against the Cougars. So some careless mistakes right now, starting to pile up just a bit for Dakota. Addison Turner, 5'6" senior now, spins the ball in her hand before sending it on its way. Wutka on the receiving end. Sent straight up into the air. Pretzer from the back line. Dug up by Schiller. Sent to the outside. Sent down. Point Vikings. Nothing Pretzer could do there. Wyko was in the vicinity of that kill as well. 8-point advantage for Marysville. Dakota looking for something to go their way. Tillman, Payne, and Jarvis along the front line. Pretzer receives it. Tough play. Stabbed at. And it's Tillman with the point. Stryjecki comes in. Replaces Haley Jarvis. 12-5 our score. Vikings in front of the Cougars. Stryjecki into the game, will serve, flat-footed serve. Schiller receives, sent to the outside, a little touch shot, a little finesse there by the Vikings. Avery Wolters. Raina Powers back in, replaces Schiller. Some constant changes for both teams as both teams look to find a lineup that's working. So far, everything seems to be working for the Vikings. Tillman goes up, skies, slams it down. Johanna Tillman with the point. Tillman will be going to Grand Valley State University, Allendale, Michigan, GLIAC Power. Zoe Goodwin, junior. Whoa, hot shot. Nothing Weicker could do with it. Callista Naganel. Sent to that far side corner. Prutzer able to tuck it in the antenna. And was that ball tipped? It was. Tipped by Dakota. Point to the Vikings. Boy, oh boy, Janae Hudson, unstoppable right now. Talked about her 149 kills on the season. She also has 44 blocked. Calling for her, making the play, Payne. Pretzer, saved by Nagan, dug up, they send it over on two. Nagan again, over to Woodard. Woodard is an assist machine. She is the quarterback of this Viking offense. She calls for it. She'll set it to the outside. Sent on its way. Saved. One-handed by Goodwin. Tapped that. Controlled once again by the Vikings. Woodard to the back row. Brought up by the libero, Waika. Pretzer, a little flat-footed kill. Oh, that was pretty. Dakota trying to scratch and claw their way back here in this first set. They still trail by 8, 15-7 our score. Johanna Tillman, 6'2" senior, as a hush falls over to the gymnasium. And down ref gonna have a discussion now with the Marysville bench. Not quite sure what's going on over there. Lisa Buckland, the assistant coach of Marysville. And now both officials are going to talk things over. So that'll prompt both head coaches to bring their squads over. A little break in the action. Now discussion's going to take place at the scorer's table. Not quite sure what this is about. Maybe a score check. It doesn't appear anything has changed. So 15-7 our score, Marysville in front. It will be Tillman's serve. Received by Nagan, look out. That ball had all kinds of spin out of the right hand of Hudson. Hudson really leading the charge here for the Vikings. Woodard, terrific server. She kind of jump-started things as Marysville get out to that huge lead. And Dakota unable to get it over the net. The lead has swelled up to 10 here in the first set. Marysville in front, 17-7. Raleigh scoring up to 25. They have to win by 2. Strajecki calls for her. Pretzer sends over. Woodard sets, and another kill for a Hudson. Dakota really no answer right now for the power game of Hudson, as we'll have another timeout called on the floor. 18-7 our score. Vikings in front of the Cougars. Coming into play tonight, these two teams red hot. Marysville on a 5-match win streak, including wins over Eisenhower, Wixom St. Catherine, Lapeer, Imlay City, and Romeo. Straight set victory over Eisenhower, 25-16, 25-12, 25-21 in their last league game. They were able to dispatch Romeo in 4 sets, 25-15, 27-29, 25-17, and 25-15. On the other hand, Dakota has won 4 in a row, including a huge 5-set victory over L'Anse Creuse North on the road in their last game. They were hoping to really carry some of that momentum over into play here tonight. That was L'Anse Creuse North's lone MAC Red loss of the season. And the most impressive thing on that night, as there's going to be a kill for Katrina Stout. Stout didn't get much on him. But looking back at the L'Anse Creuse North game, Dakota dropped the first 2 sets. They dropped them 16-25, 29-31 in just an epic second set. Then they go on and win the final 3 sets of the night, 25-13, 25-13, 15-11. So if we learned anything about the Cougars on that night, is to never count them out. You suffer the heartbreak in that epic marathon second set. You lose at 29-31, and then you rattle off 3 straight sets to come away victors over an LCN squad that has their sights set on a MAC Red championship. Right now, Marysville clearly in the driver's seat with that 6-1 record. Uh-oh, tough play here. This one has to get sent over. It does. Marysville now with the free ball. Can they take advantage? A little push shot, they do. A little change of pace from Avery Wooters. Avery Walters, rather. My apologies. Low line driving serve. And Dakota unable to handle it. Things really starting to fall apart. Cougars gonna have to dig in deep now. Trailing by 12, wasting no time getting that serve off. Schiller, she might have rushed it just a bit, and it cost her with the service error. Carly Pretzer. This Dakota squad needing some instant offense. Cross-court shot. Flipped up into the air. Pretzer from the back row. Too long. Marysville got out to that huge lead. Scored the first 5 or 6 points of the set and haven't really looked back since. Sent over and just long. Whoa! Avery Woodard was right there, and she watched it sail over the end line. Hudson sent to the front row. Outside attack coming up. Little soft shot. Waka with the point. Abigail Waka. Dug up by Waika. Uka blocked. Sprawling save made by Payne, but sends it into the net. Set point coming up now for the Vikings. Quick sub. Alyssa Thomas out. Addison Turner in will serve for the set. Load line driver. Saved. Set. Waka. Woodard, tough play, saved by Waka. Sent over and double hit. Double hit violation called against the Cougars. Easy first set victory by the Vikings, 25-11. We'll take a quick break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television.
Parents. Many teens mistakenly believe that the THC in marijuana is a safe drug.
They don't know today's marijuana is a highly potent drug and that using it can result in
harm to the developing brain, learning problems, anxiety and depression, and can lead to addiction.
Talk with your child or teen about the dangers of marijuana use. If you don't talk with them, who will?
Vikings have taken the floor. Cougars follow suit. Nearly set to go second set of this varsity MAC Red contest between Marysville and Dakota. Marysville taking the first set by the final score of 25-11. Dakota have to get a dig in deep here. Couldn't get much going defensively, as it was the Janae Hudson show for Marysville, racking up the kills. Some terrific serving by Avery Woodard as well. Hudson goes over short this time. Free ball for Marysville. Send it to the outside. They get the kill there by Raina Powers. So the Vikings sort of set the tone early in that first set. They went on a scoring spree to start. They got Dakota behind the 8 ball, and Dakota really struggled to catch up. And out. Service error by Woodard. She's been relatively steady in those serves all night long. Woodard serves at a 92% clip. It's just her 23rd service error of the season. As Dakota bounces back with a couple points here to tie things up at 2 apiece. Well, let's go Cougars chant started by the student section in attendance here tonight. And ball off the top tape. Lets are allowed in the game of volleyball. Oh, there's a big block. Maybe that gets Dakota going. Johanna Tillman with the block. (106 blocks on the season for the Cougars. Tillman's 31st block of the year. Sent to the outside. That was tipped. That was tipped. Point to the Cougars. Changed directions in a hurry. So a much better start to the second set for Dakota. They have the 4-3 lead. Zoe Goodwin, too long on that serve. Goodwin, 91% serves. Just her 26th service error of the season to go along with 35 aces. And there's an ace by Hudson. She just continues to dominate. Pretzer sends it over to Payne. Payne sends it over the net. Big kill. Terrific play by Strajecki. And cross-court shot saved by Pretzer. Kept it inside the antenna. And splitting 2 defenders there. Perfectly placed ball by Marysville. Big swing of the right arm by Walters. Walters calls for it again. Doesn't get enough on it. Sends it into the net. Dakota keeping it close right now. Trails 6-5. Tillman to serve. See by Walters. Walters goes to the front line. Tillman digs it up. Pretzer, ball spun off her hand a little bit, and she sends it wide. Tillman checks out, replaced by Wyka. Low line driving serve. Not much Strajecki could do with it. Nice save by Goodwin. Goodwin quickly back into position. And that shot is sent out. Cougars regain the serve. It'll belong to Sophia Payne. Payne dribbles it. Half spin before sending it. And it'll be an ace. Absolutely handcuffed Nagin. Just like that, the Cougars have drawn even with the Vikings here, 7-7. Second set. That ball hung up a long time. Tough play for the Vikings, but they're able to make it. Really set up there by Addison Turner. And that was Walters with the kill. Avery Walters, 5'10" senior. Ace. Walters kind of picked a spot along that end line. Goodwin wasn't able to get to it. Pick on Goodwin again. Pretzer from the outside, return to sender. Whoa, what a block. Vikings have regained control of the second set, lead at 10-7. Pretzer, dug up well by Nagin. Sent to the outside, blocked but out. Dakota got up there, blocked it, but just couldn't direct it in play. Soft serve. Tamaris on the floor now for the Cougars. As Pretzer and Stout get up to make the block. Unfortunately, once again, couldn't keep it in play. So 5 straight points now for the Vikings as they have staked claim to the second set. They lead at 12-7. Danger time now for the Cougars as they cannot afford to let this one slip further out of reach. Mentioned Dakota has won 4 matches in a row. Talked about that big win over Lance Cruz North. They also beat Eisenhower for the second time this season. Took them 4 sets to complete that season sweep of the Ike Eagles. Took care of business against Anchor Bay in 4 sets. And then also won a matchup against Saginaw Swan Valley. So Cougars were hoping to carry some momentum into play here tonight. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case through a set and a half of play as they look to mount a little bit of a comeback here against the Vikings. Walters. Tamaris. Woodard sends it far side. Too much. Powers with the big blast. Avery Woodard is just dynamite on the outside, setting the ball. It's going to be a tough play. Tamaris makes it. Free ball now for the Vikings. Sent near side. Dug up by Wyka. Sent near side now for Dakota. Pretzer, good. She's had to kind of find her range. She's been long a couple times. This time was perfect with that kill. And she has now earned the serve. Pretzer, 43 aces, 91% on the serves. That's Stout putting it down. A little bit of a run now for the Cougars. This match kind of ebbs and flows. Pretzer. Free ball for the Cougars. Nope, sent out. All right, here we go, Cougars. Piling up the points. And now a service error. It'll be the libero, Callista Nagan. Short set. And Dakota kind of scrambling around to find their defensive footing. And Hudson was able to take advantage of it. Flat-footed serve of Nagan. Sent over to the near side. Dug up by Walters. Sent over by Powers. Dakota, backline attack. Powers again, and was able to find a spot. I think that was a ball Wyka could have played. She chose not to, and it fell in. Lead back up to 6 here in the second set. Late substitution by Dakota as they'll bring in Haley Jarvis. Replaces Olivia Tamaris. And just barely out, but out. Service error there by the Vikings. 16-11, they still lead. Nina Wyka. Just barely carried the net. And Marysville catching the Cougars by surprise. Sprawling effort made by Pretzer, but she comes up empty. A little surprise attack there by the Vikings. Going over on 2. They sent it deep and they score. Set of Payne. And this Viking defense good. Offense has been fabulous as well. Backline attack of Pretzer into the net. Second set starting to slip away. 18-11. Tillman, saved by Woodard. Just out of the reach of Walters. First action of the game for Natalia Hoffman. Junior will serve. Big jump serve. Gonna be a tough play, but it's made there by Raina Powers. Woodard, Powers, and Hudson as good as advertised for head coach Kelly Krasinski. Saved by Tillman. And Dakota had 5 bodies up front. Pretzer the lone defender deep. And just unable to get anything there. Tillman with the kill. Schiller went to the floor. Zoe Goodwin replacing Abigail Waka. Unbelievable kill for the Vikings there. Avery Walters. Block attempt, but it's Pretzer with the point. Home crowd trying to urge their Cougars on. Dakota needing a little bit of a lift here. Trailing by 7, 21-14, Vikings in front. Tillman, you can see right from the start that wasn't going to make it. Addison Turner gives a couple spins. And it's an ace. Pretzer receives it this time. Saved by the Vikings. They have been in the perfect spot all night long. Coach Melissa Kreitzer going to let this second set play out rather than take her final timeout. Kreitzer sent to the far side, blocked. Sophia Payne. And they will give the point to the Cougars. They will say it was last touched by the Vikings before going out of bounds. So Payne gets a big block. And now the serve, one of tri-captains along with Tillman and Strajecki. And a service error by Sophia Payne ends it. Vikings take the second set 25-15 and now have a commanding 2-0 lead over our Dakota Cougars. Dakota looking to fight back in the third set. That'll be next right here on Chippewa Valley Cable.
Parents, your children's brains are still developing.
The brains of children and teens continue to develop until they are in their mid-20s and can be damaged if they use alcohol, marijuana, vape products, or other drugs.
Damage can include lifelong problems with memory, learning, behavior, and can result in addiction.
Talk early and talk often to your children and teens about these dangers.
This message is from the Chippewa Valley Coalition for Youth and Family.
Welcome back to Dakota High School. Cougars down early, 2-0 to the Marysville Vikings. Girls varsity MAC Red volleyball. Dropped the first set 25-11. Fell in the second set 25-15. They were able to mount a comeback against L'Anse Creuse North in their very last match. So this isn't out of the question, to say the least, here for the Dakota Cougars, especially on their home floor. Marysville will have the serve here in this third set. It'll belong to Avery Woodard. Saved by Payne as she got dangerously close to the net. Tillman couldn't send it over. So the first point of the third set belongs to the Vikings. Marysville looking to make quick work here of Dakota. And not if Dakota and Abigail Waka have something to say about it. Delaney Strajecki into the game. Sprawling save. Strajecki calls for her, sends it over. Free ball for the Vikings. Powers. Oh, touch shot. She's usually the one that's winding up and swinging that hammer. And this time Powers goes real soft, the off speed, and gets the second point of the Vikings' third set. And overpass there by Dakota. And point to Marysville. Line violation. Tillman. Out. Oh boy. Tillman thought she had the point. And the flagger on that far side said nope. Outside attack, too good right now. Marysville flexing their muscles. Dakota searching right now for something, anything to go their way. That was better. The outside. Point to Marysville. Strajecki saved it. And Wika just could not come up with it. 6-2 Vikings. A reminder that we will have Dakota's home matchup against Romeo. The game will take place on October 17th, and we will have full CBC TV coverage. Kretzer. Schiller goes down on the knees to make the play. Sent over on two. Vikings weren't fooled. And a big swing there by Gettner. Gettner hasn't had a lot of action, but she picks up the point there. 8-2, Vikings in front. Frustration starting to set in for the Cougars. Tillman skies, scores. Dakota might need a little bit more out of Tillman here. Bringing some size in the form of Stout. Katarina Stout. 6'2", along with Tillman, the two tallest athletes for Dakota. And oh boy, that hung on the tape. It's a let, it's a point for the Cougars. Couldn't have planned it any better. Nothing the Vikings could do there. Hard serve to the back row. Vikings on the attack, Strajecki on the overpass. Blocked up front. Cougars finding a little bit of energy. They wanted a double hit. Boy, oh boy, it sure seemed obvious from up here. Ball don't lie. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna say a double hit now on the Cougars. And Sophia Payne is asking for clarification. That was clearly a double hit by Marysville. Up official missed it. The same player for Marysville hit it twice in a row. It looked like the Cougars had scored the point, but then they get called for a double hit. And now an ace by Marysville. Insult to injury there for the Cougars. Dakota really gonna have to dig in deep now. Overpass goes out of bounds. And Dakota bringing Natalia Hoffman. 4 along the back row now for Dakota to receive this Addison Turner serve. It's Hoffman. Waika. Pretzer's gonna have to send it over. Free ball now for the Vikings. Whoa, boy, what a blast. Nothing Waika could do. And Dakota gonna call a timeout. They trail by 7, 12-5 in this third set. Already trailed 2 sets to none. The upcoming schedule for Dakota, we mentioned that Romeo game. That'll air right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Before that will be a little Dakota tournament. They'll open up with Granville. And the aforementioned game against Romeo before 3 straight on the road to end the season. So that Romeo game will be senior night here at Dakota. 3 road games to finish the calendar will be Anchor Bay and Grosse Pointe North. And I guess technically districts then would start. As Dakota will host district play, so 2 straight road games, Anchor Bay and Grosse Pointe North to end the year before district play starts right here at Dakota. Sent over by Stout, playable for the Vikings. And it's playable, all right, another kill. Getner's come in and supplied some fireworks for the Vikings. Block sent out. Haley Jarvis places Hoffman. A little jousting at the net. Sent to the outside. And over top the Dakota bench. Sophia Payne hustled after it. And Cougars now officially in the danger zone. Powers, blocked by Stout. Woodard, short set, and point to the Vikings. Lead is 10 here in the third set, 15-5, make it 16-5. An ace for Marysville. take charge there. Pretzer did everything she could to save it. And another point for the Vikings. Pretzer put a lot on it. Nagin able to dig it. Powers sends it over, and it was in. It fell right on top of the end line. Stout unable to get much on that attack. Pretzer does, however. Boy, oh boy. Carly Pretzer, so good in that outside hitter spot. It'll be a back row attack. Controlled by Dakota. Jarvis in. Good kill there by Ailey Jarvis, the 5'11 junior. Cougars not out of it yet. Gonna have to mount a huge comeback, however. Trailing 19-7 here in the third set. And that one's sent into the Cougar bench. Well, here we go now. Baby steps. Woodard, Powers blocked. Woodard, Payne, over to Waika. Jarvis sends it over. Woodard, short set, blocked there by Waika and Stout. Over to Powers. Waika receives it. Terrific dig by Nagin, the libero. Sent high into the air, free ball now for Marysville. Woodard, short set, fastball, and Payne gets knocked down. And in. Ends the call. Cougars trying to mount a comeback. Big blast to Hudson sent wide. Be Nina Waika, 5'6" libero. Free ball now for Dakota. Oh no! The old campfire ball. Everybody was surrounded around it, and nobody could play it. The lead back up to 10 for the Vikings. 21-11 here in this third set. Marysville already in front, 2-0. Tillman. In. Nope, they're going to say tipped. It was sent out. Line judge said out. And the up official said tipped. Powers Blocked but out of bounds. Not much Payne could do there. Brandon Powers out. Jade Schiller in. Jump serve, Prutzer. Up to Payne, Tillman. Nope, not gonna work. Defense of Marysville has been stellar here tonight. And match point. Match point, 24-12. Puck goes, it saves it. Send it to the outside. Pretzer, overpass. Block attempt, no good. And that will do it. A very surprising straight set victory here tonight by the Marysville Vikings over the Dakota Cougars. Your final score, 25-11, 25-15, 25-12. As Marysville improves to 14-5 overall, 7-1 in the MAC Red. Dakota falls to 7-7, 4-4 in MAC Red play, as Dakota is now mathematically eliminated from MAC Red title contention. Tough one here on the home floor. A reminder that we will have Dakota's matchup with Romeo as our next CVC broadcast of Dakota Volleyball. Until then, for the rest of our hardworking CVC TV crew, I'm Brad Fetter saying goodbye one final time from Dakota High School. Once again, Marysville in straight sets over the Cougars, 25-11, 25-15, 25-12. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television.